NikkiStar family. Ooh. Oh wait, my light is blinding me. Oh, there it is. How are you guys doing? It's a rainy day for me in the Miami of the South. But it's hot as hell too. How are you guys doing? Thank you all for joining me wherever you may be. Thoroughly appreciate it. What's up, Black Lavender? I know. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Hey, Courtney. Pepe said, I'm in here, finally able to make a live. Work has been crazy. Hi, fam. Hey, Abigail. Hey, Cynthia. So Steph, this is for you, because So Steph reached out to me. She was just like, girl, when are we going to talk about Pedro and Chantel? I said, tomorrow. I know. It's insane. It's insane. We got a super chat. Hey, Joseph. Thank you so much for the super chat. Joseph said, hello, beautiful. Chantel is dating Rich from Love and Hip Hop. I'm confused. Yeah, it's alleged, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love Like You Are said, I'm here for the mess, and mess it is. I mean, because I don't want to, hold on, because I do want to get another source for the Rich Dollars rumor, but I don't want to give it to that other place. I just don't want to give it to that other place. So let's see. Let me see. Okay, I'll go with this source because I can't do the other source. I cannot do the other source. Child, this is insane. Okay, yeah, I use that source. Okay, I found something because I don't want to use that other source because they've just been known to lie and just like ruin people's lives. So I just didn't want to give them any credit, but I found the source and I'm good with that. I am good with that. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So while you guys are all coming into the room, I just start reading the article. While you all are coming on in the room, I have my tambourine shortly. I have my tambourine back I'll be back in, some sort of studio. So just you guys know, I can't wait for that. But let's talk about it. This is from In Touch Weekly. The title reads, Why did 90 Day Fiancé alums Pedro and Chantel Himino split inside their divorce? The family Chantel stars Pedro and Chantel Himino. I've never pronounced their last names. Forgive me. Have separated and filed for divorce after 6 years of marriage. The former 90 Day Fiancé stars have documented the ups and downs of their marriage on TLC. But why did Pedro and Chantel split? In Pedro's divorce filings on May 27th. Did y'all know he filed in May? You know what? I have thoughts about that. I did not know. It was in May. I thought it just happened because we just heard about it. Okay, in Pedro's divorce filing on May 27th, he cited the reason for their divorce as their marriage was irretrievably broken. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, the former couple separated on April 27th. Pedro, 30, asked that debts acquired during the marriage to be subject to equitable division between him and Chantel, 31. And he asked for equitable division of all marital property. They just got that house. Child. Along with his filing, the Dominican Republic native filed a motion for an emergency hearing and the following. He claimed that on April 23rd, Chantel allegedly withdrew, come on, sis, $257,000 from, I told y'all they was playing broke. $257,000 from their joint business account. He claimed that Chantel allegedly transferred their joint balance into an account in Chantel's name and sister Winter Everett's name. Come on, mess. Pedro claimed that he tried to resolve this matter amicably amicably with the Georgia native to no avail. The paperwork read, he requested that Chantel be required to transfer the money into a joint checking account that both parties are able to access and be required to only use the monies for household expenses until such time that this court renders equitable division of those monies to the parties, and requested that Chantel be required to provide a financial account / record of any and all monies that have been spent out of the monies that were removed from the parties' joint business account from the date it was transferred out on April 23rd until present. So, child, he also claimed that Chantel is aware the plaintiff is financially dependent on the monies from the party's joint business account for his monthly expenses, and the defendant removed the monies out of the party's joint business account out of spite and to prohibit the plaintiff from meeting his monthly living expenses and needs. On May 31st, a judge denied Pedro's motion for an emergency hearing. At the time of the divorce filing, Chantel and Pedro were also issued a mutual restraining order under which they are restrained from doing or attempting to do or threatening to do any act that injures, maltreats, vilifies, intimidates, molests, or harasses the adverse party. Restrained from selling, encumbering, trading, contracting, or otherwise disposing or removing of the jurisdiction of the court in any property belonging to the parties, except in the ordinary course of business. Restrained from canceling or changing health, auto, or life insurance for the parties, and restrained from disconnecting or having disconnected home utilities, including but not limited to electricity, gas, water, and telephone, according to the documents. The divorce case is still ongoing. Ooh, this is messier than I thought. Hold on. This intern's trying to be messy. A lawyer for Pedro declined InTouch requests for comment. When reached by InTouch, Chantel's lawyers had no comment. In her response to Pedro's filing, Chantel made her own counterclaims on July 7th. That's why we're hearing about it. The nurse claimed that she was entitled to a divorce from Pedro on the grounds of adultery and cruel treatment, which included physical domestic violence as well as mental pain, according to court documents obtained by InTouch. She cited the reason for the divorce is because their marriage is irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation. A lawyer for Pedro did not immediately respond to InTouch's request for comment regarding Chantel's claims. The former couple made the reality TV debut on 90 Day Fiancé season 4 and documented the 90 days leading up to their marriage on March 25th, 2016. Mama mia, mama. I didn't know it was this messy. I'm going to be honest with you. When I heard about it, you got a few of you had just sent me stuff on Instagram, and I was like, okay, this is definitely for the show. After reading that, I think this is real life. I think this is real life. Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm shocked, but not too shocked, right? Like, if you're watching the show, you can see that there was just more fighting than there was love. There was more bickering and families being torn apart than there was. I mean, I remember reviewing the show back in the day, and I was just like, before they even got their own spinoff, I was just like, how is this couple going to survive? And I'm so glad they never brought a child into that situation. And I think what happened when it came to talking about, making babies, that's when the friction started, because I think that both of them knew that there was probably no way a child could come into this. Oh, thank God they got out now while they're both 30, no kids. Like, listen, you know what I mean? And they both got a couple $100,000 to play with, unless Chantel don't get that money back. He filed for divorce. She went right to the bank account. That's how you do it. She said, you won't be living off of this. You won't be living off of me anymore. My God, today. I am glad that they are no longer playing broke. They got that nice house in Atlanta. Because I'm just like, why were you guys in that 1-bedroom apartment when you had $257,000 in the bank? Oh, TLC is paying y'all nice. Ciao. This is a mess. I didn't know it was like that. I actually thought, guys, I thought it was for the show. I really, really did. When everybody started sending me stuff, I was just like, oh, they're filming for their new season. I don't think the family Chantel is over because I think TLC is going to continue to work with Chantel's family. We have to be honest. Chantel's family is carrying that show. Pedro and the sisters and the sister and the mother and the whole storyline. That was the only interesting thing about that family, that they were a generation full of generational hoes. That was the most interesting thing. Outside of that, I was just like, I could do without them. You know, I already said it. I was just like, I could do without them on this show. I'm okay. So I think the family Chantel is still going to go on, but I don't know. I don't know. I think they might just take a hiatus and then come back where it's literally just the family Chantel, and then we just see Chantel and Winter going out, you know, dating, and you know, just it all being about just the family Chantel. And I'm fine with that. I'll watch it. The family is interesting and lovable. I don't see TLC parting ways with them. I see them continuing out their contract. And I don't see them doing anything with Pedro. They might move Pedro to 90 Day Fiancé, the single life or something like that, but I don't see him being on the show. Let me get to your comments. Thank you, J&J. Oh no, I haven't. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll talk about that too. When I watch it, I'll absolutely talk about it. Because the only thing I watched today, I caught up on Love and Marriage DC. I hate the fact that OWN put their show on Saturday. It's a good show. Hopefully when it comes back, they'll put Love and Marriage DC after the main Love and Marriage. I hope they give them a good time slot because it's a good show. It's a good show. River said it was fake. What was fake? Come on, Amanda. What did River say was fake? Oh, Lord. Oh, that Chantel is not dating Rich. Okay, not that the divorce is fake. Okay, I didn't believe that. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't believe that, but I do see Chantel dating. You know, she gonna date some men in Atlanta. I'm telling you that right now. She definitely got athlete wife body or rapper body, rapper girlfriend body. I see it. I see it. Smart move. He filed for divorce. She went to the bank. She said, no. And until the courts make me give you something, you're not having it. Oh, child. Child. What's up, Rocky? How are you? What do I be telling them? Not smart. Not smart. Because I bet you Pedro's mama got a bank account that she's holding money in too. Let's just talk about it. I was watching the latest episode and I was just thinking about like where this relationship is going and how Pedro's already checked out. I was just like, you know what, Chantel, I do feel bad for you, sis, but your husband played the long game. He played the long game. As soon because Chantel said it. Chantel was just like, you got your citizenship, you got your job, now you got this house, so you got your money, you got your independence. Like as soon as Pedro got a better paying job, he didn't want to be married anymore. Like he's still on probation at this freaking job and he's ready to leave Chantel. He played the long game. Your mama was right, girl. Your mama was right. Yep. Sly Cat. Pedro, I'm sorry. I gotta, from the way you have acted on this show for the last few episodes, I gotta go with Sly Cat. He was using her from day one. Just like that friend told her his family had plans. I believe it. Because it's like, as soon as he got this good paying job, which is a fickle job. Can we be real? Like the real estate industry is mad fickle. And unless you are somebody like $1 million listings where you're closing out, you know, millions and millions of dollars and you can live off of the market crashing for a few years or like a year or two and still be fine. Unless you are a real estate broker like that, then you cannot possibly think that this is going to sustain you. It's the industry is fickle. You got to be making money to survive through that. Hey, Abigail. Abigail said, when you open an account with your spouse, they make sure you understand that either owner can remove the money. It's at your own risk. Yikes. Yikes. Hey, love like you are. Love like you are. I said, I'm sorry, but Pedro also has a weird has and weird emotional that is like borderline incest with his mother and sister, and that they never respected Chantel and he never defended her. So it was about to end bad. Yeah, absolutely. That's why it was so weird when he like cut off his mom and his sister. I was like, you've never done that. You've never done that. And so you just cut them off that quickly. Something up. I didn't know it was divorce. I was like, something is going on. It's like, dude, you played the long game, right? But you're not smart with your exit because you got a real estate job and you have this TV show that is dependent on your wife and her family, right? You're going to find out that the show will go on without you. And you're going to find out how fickle the real estate industry is if you are not somebody who's a top tier real estate broker. You are just learning. You're just learning. You're just getting into the game. You should have waited, bro. You should have waited, or you should have built up your TLC money, or you should have built better relationships at TLC where you and your family can have your own show, because I just do not see you and your miserable mother and sister. I'm sorry, but they're miserable. They are miserable holding a show. The only way they work on TV is if you have somebody like Chantel and her family to bounce that energy off of. But outside of that, you really think that you, your sister, your mother, and Alejandro is going to hold the viewers? You didn't do a smart exit. Your exit was not smart. I do think it was smart for you to leave the relationship without children. I do think that was smart, but boy, this was not a smart exit. They did. They did. Their first few seasons on 90 Day Fiancé, they seemed so in love. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. You know what? Let's just talk about it. I see an article here from a respected source, so we'll go with it. We will go with it. The source again is In Touch. I can't believe In Touch is even reporting on this, but it says, is Chantel Everett dating Love and Hip Hop's Rich Dollars? Details amid Pedro's divorce. Moving on. Could you get any louder? Moving on, rumors are swirling that 90 Day Fiancé alum Chantel Everett has moved on with another reality star amid her divorce from Pedro. Is the family Chantel star dating Love and Hip Hop's Rich Dollars? Keep reading for more. Rich Dollars' real name is Richard Towers, has been a main cast member of Love and Hip Hop since the ninth season in 2018. Prior to being promoted to cast member, Rich was originally introduced as Olivia's manager in 2011. The VH1 star, 44? Rich, you're lying. Has 4 children, including daughter Ashley Towers, who has appeared on Love and Hip Hop. On Tuesday, July 12th, wait, you filed for divorce on July 7th. You know what? Divorce people move fast. Divorce, engaged people, y'all just move on fast. On Tuesday, July 12th, a report surfaced claiming that Chantel, 31, has been spotted hanging out with the Love and Hip Hop star in Atlanta on multiple occasions last month. Though it's unclear if her outings with Rich were romantic or strictly platonic, Chantel is newly single and possibly ready to mingle. According to another source, Rich, who is originally from Connecticut, is currently in Atlanta filming the upcoming season of Love. Oh my gosh, Chantel, if you end up on Love and Hip Hop, don't mess up that TLC check. Fans of the TLC reality star weren't so quick to believe the rumors. However, Chantel would not. So one person said Chantel would not. And then another commenter on the 90 Day Fiancé account said, yeah, that's a long stretch. It seems that fans are right to be skeptical because Chantel's brother, River Elliott, seemingly denied the claims. Fake River 25 commented on the same fan account. Not true. So we will see. We will see. You know, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. So who knows? He just, I'm telling you, Cynthia, as soon as he got that real estate job, he just flipped. And it's like, how do you flip that easily if you really were in love with this woman? You played the long game. And Chantel, unfortunately, your mama was right. Your mama was right. My mom said, no, I'm not going to repeat that. Greek Sun said, but isn't it a provision of the K-1 visa? The American is responsible for the foreigner for 10 plus years. I believe so. I believe so. He was, but I think that was the con. That was the con. And unfortunately, you can't come from you can. I will say that you can come from a lineage of scam and hoes. But the thing about it is, it's very apparent, especially at this point, that his mom taught him the tricks of the trade, and people had already been coming up and telling this woman that she was a con. And even Pedro's sister said that he cheated on her with that other board that's trying to stay on the show. So people have been warning Chantel. She just, she chose to believe her husband. So can you blame her? You know what I mean? Can you blame the girl for falling in love? So it is. So hold on, let me get that comment.
Chantel needs to work on herself.
She does, Mama, and she will. Hopefully, she will on the next season. I don't think she's dating Rich Dollars. I don't believe that. I just don't. Abigail said the resentment was too real this season. I was like, wow, this is tough to watch. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's been very uncomfortable this season to watch them go back and forth and to see Pedro so checked out. He is checked out. You're right. You're right about that. Chess, not checkers. The long-term game plan. J&J React said, okay, so check this out. There have been pics of Karima in the U.S. on Instagram. One thing I think that, and me and my mom talked about this, one thing that I think that Pedro might do, right? And I think that Chantel will be petty enough to not let this happen. But I think one thing he would probably try to do is keep the house and move his mom and his sister in that house. Because I'm just like, it also didn't make sense to me how they had that big house and it wasn't for kids. Like, y'all got this big house, just the two of you, and it wasn't so you two could expand your family. Y'all don't want kids, but y'all got this big house. Normally, when you're married and you move into a big home, if you want kids, it's to expand. You move into this home to expand your family. They were never this couple who said they didn't want children. They always said that it wasn't the right time because they were in school, or Pedro was at the warehouse. They were in this small apartment. Now, Chantel has graduated. She has a nice job. He has a really nice job. And you move into a house. Wouldn't the next step be to start expanding your family? Since he conned you into getting that house so he can move his mother and his sister in there. Because they coming to America. I don't think so. I don't think that TLC would lose the family Chantel to keep Pedro's family. And I think that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying to have both.
Yes, but what I'm saying is Chantel and her family is not going to want to do a show with them. Money talks. You're right. You are right. Now, I will say this. Mom, you got a point. Money does talk. I will say this. If they keep the show the way it is and everybody comes back, I will tune in because now the gloves are off, right? Pedro and Chantel are divorced. There's no reason for anybody to fake like they like each other, that they want to fix things anymore. Now we can see who people really are. I would tune in for that. I would tune in for that.
Because it would show that he bringing his mother in them. The girl would come.
Yep, Karima, Alejandro.
All of the people that she thought and accused him, you would be able to see.
Yeah, you will be able to see it for what it really is. Sherry B said, half the reason I watch is for winter. Me too. Which is why I think that if the family Chantel does not want to work with Pedro's family and says we're not going to film with them, I think TLC will still keep their contract with Chantel's family because Winter has a compelling story. We all love River. We all love Chantel's dad, and Chantel's mom, Miss Karen, is a whole hoot, right? And then we have Chantel, who is the Kim Kardashian. Let's be real of this show. Like, this is the Southern kooky black version of the Kardashians. Let's be real about that. Like, they're this interesting family that everybody tunes in to watch. So, that's why I think that they will be safe within their contracts. I'm not sure about Pedro and his family. Listen, and I for some reason, it just could be, maybe it's because I just cannot stand Pedro's mother and sister, the characters y'all play. I don't know if this is who y'all really are, but on this show, you guys are miserable. It's horrible watching you. But for some reason, I can't stand the subtitles. And I watched Squid Game back to back. I was watching that, reading all them freaking subtitles. Like, I don't have a problem reading subtitles on stuff that I want to watch, right? On stuff that I enjoy. I don't enjoy their scenes, so I just be checked out. I fast forward. I just check out of that family. Annette, hey, says, hello, Nikki. I knew from day one Pedro was full of bleep. Did I hear something in the air that Chantel? Yeah, we talked about it. Ciao. You know what? This is very true. Just because this show is filmed in America and shipped out to an international audience, but the base audience is Americans, that's another reason why I think they'll move on from them, because there's going to be a lot of subtitles, and Americans just don't do subtitles. It's just the truth. It is the truth. That's why, specifically on Netflix is the one that I know about. I think Prime too. On those streaming services, a lot of the shows are like overdubbed. Like, you can get several dubs, because Americans just don't like reading subtitles. And if you look at any of the streaming services in any other market, you don't have so many dub shows. But America, girl, they be dubbed. No, absolutely not. Not even an Instagram reel. Absolutely not. Hey, Kelly. Kelly said she must have known the divorce was coming because she took out the money in April and he didn't file for divorce until May. Probably. They probably have been separated for some time. They probably have been separated for some time. Yeah, ain't no way. He was 44 when he came on the show as Olivia's manager. That I believe, but not 44 today. Rich, stop it. Stop it. Hey, Shanna. Shanna said, just tune in, so not sure if you mentioned it, but do you remember a few seasons ago, Pedro was super upset Chantel wasn't ready for kids. Now she's ready. Yeah. Because she was going to school. Because I do think that at some point in this marriage, he fell in love with her. I think that's what happens. No, Mom. I think in the beginning she was a con, and I think he fell in love with the con, and then he fell out of love with the con and jumped back into the game. That's what I think. That's what I think happened. That's what I think. Mom, you did not watch them in the beginning on 90 Day Fiance. He was in love with her.
He was in love with
Listen, wait, and I also have some tea for you there. That when Chantel went back to the Dominican Republic, one of Pedro's sisters, Nicole, her ex-friend, sat down and told Chantel all of this. He said that she was supposed to be a con, but Pedro actually fell in love with her, and the plan went haywire because he was just supposed to marry her, scam her, and get the family to the United States. But Pedro fell in love with Chantel and didn't want to do it.
No, he fell in love with this show and this money.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to convince you.
He was trying to have a kid. He was trying to lock her in because he had found a good catch. Because Chantel, I just was so upset with her. Why would she go? She always been over here. She go over here and get this guy that did not really love her.
He loved her.
She was a con.
Okay, Mom.
Just like the woman told her. And he didn't fall in love. His whole thing was his mother and his sister, he got to get them over here.
Mm-hmm.
And what she did good was she didn't get him a citizenship. Because if she had got him a citizenship,
Well, she married him.
that doesn't mean anything. He got a visa.
Mm-hmm.
Got a green card.
Mm-hmm.
But if he pledged to the United States, he could get all of them green cards.
Oh, okay. I think he's probably going to do that at some point. He's going to get his mother and his sister over to America. Like that. That was the plan.
The mother is still talking like that after all these years.
Mm-hmm.
The mother said, "You should buy us a house and bring your mother there."
Yeah. That they got that house for them to do that. But he's going to have a fight for his life because Chantel is not going to let him keep that house. Yeah, he's going to have to buy her out. And he don't have the money. He don't have the money.
He's going to sell the house so that he can get half of that money. But he don't have the money.
That's probably why he became a real estate agent.
Unless he's been hiding the money. Hiding some of his money.
I think he has. I think the money he was sending to his mom was absolutely for his mother and sisters to survive, but I think he was probably also sending his mom money to hide. I think so. Chantel, get on that. Tell your lawyers to start looking at Banks and Dior. Start looking. Oh, that's true. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Yes, guys, get the likes up, please. I want to see it. I want to see it. Can you just imagine Chantel just dating all these men in Atlanta and her mom, just interacting with these men? Her and Winner take Atlanta. Chantel and Winner take Atlanta. I'm here for it. Slim Winner. Confident Winner. I can't wait. She does. And I love Winner's confidence now. She does. She finally feels good about herself. I mean, I wish it didn't take something like so drastic to her health, but I'm glad we got her here because this is a whole different person, an entirely different person. This is Winter confident Winner, and I like it. CR said, yep, he flipped so fast because he didn't want her to begin with. Ciao. And she is responsible for Pedro. Yikes. Yes, CR, I also remember that too. CR said, yep, his mom ran a company to get Dominicans with Americans. Was his mom a pimp? Ciao. Whitney said Pedro took her for bad. Should have listened to her mother. Pedro, just like his mama and sister. Yeah. But I still listen. My mom doesn't believe it, but I still feel like he fell in love with her at some point. Because you're sleeping with this woman, right? You're being intimate with her. You're spending, quality time with her. At some point, you're going to fall for her. Some people said Pedro's sister's snitch could have ruined the con, which is probably why he beat her up. Which is probably why he wrapped her up and got her out of there and was just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're messing up the money for everybody. Probably. Blessed by God. Hey, said I'm shocked at Pedro. I know he acted with tears for his father. I hope he really just fell out of love. I think he fell in and fell out. I do. Yes, we are, Tracy. Tracy said, on the road to 17 million star family. Please like, comment, subscribe, share because you care, and hit that notification. That's right, Tracy. Speaking into existence. Oh, Lord. Sherry B said, it's going to be Pedro, Nicole, miserable mommy, and Alejandro living in a house. Still not enough for me to watch because there's no character to root for outside of Alejandro, right? But we don't know a lot about him. And I feel like at some point he's going to disappoint us. So no.
Who is that?
No. Alejandro is Nicole, Pedro's sister's boyfriend. Yeah. See, me either. I watch because I watch so many international shows on Netflix, especially. Netflix has some really great international movies and shows, so I don't mind it. But I think for the large, for the larger fan base, I just think that's just not going to work. It's going to be a show full of subtitles. No, I don't think that's going to work. What's up, Monique? Monique said, I wonder is Andre and that other girl, if that other girl are going to be the family that also gets a show. I think they've been trying for a long time. I don't know if the OnlyFans ruined that opportunity for them. I know they tried, but then it just went away. And I think it's probably because some stuff was found out about that family. Like can we be real? They're white Republicans who live in Florida. Something gonna come up. Something gonna come up. Something is gonna come up. And I think that TLC probably assessed it and realized the risk wasn't worth it. That's my opinion. Could be wrong. Sly Cat said a couple of seasons ago, Pedro was telling his mom and sister to try to be nice to Chantel and her family because they still. Oh, he did. I remember that, Sly Cat. He did. There was this scene where he was telling his family to be nice to Chantel because they basically need her to sponsor them. And mom was like, no, they have to sponsor me. He was like, yes, you do, because she's an American. Mom, stop eating them popsicles. How many is that?
Oh my God.
Yes, because you're being slick, because I'm sitting over here now watching you.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, that's enough. No more popsicles. Oh my God, I didn't even get them for you. That was my little healthy snack.
You know what?
Oh, gosh. Sorry, because I keep on seeing you come to the fridge. And I'm like, what is she doing? Oh, Lord. Thank you. J&J says, J&J Video React says, I would tune in to see how Chantel moves forward. Me too. And see Winter and River, a storyline of River is getting mad, poo-poo with that haircut. I would love to see River date and just grow into being a man. Like, I like that show. They give me, I don't want to say the Chrisleys, but you know what I mean? A fun little family show. I don't mind watching them. I would watch the family Chantel sans the drama, right? They're a fun family to watch. Just like how I used to watch Little People Big World. That was my show until they got divorced and everything went dark. When shows when shows go dark, I can't do it. Because especially when it's a show that didn't start dark, when it's like a fun, cute little family show, I'm into it. Then when it gets dark, I'm like, this is not why I tuned in. I tuned in for the wholesomeness. I can't watch. But I can watch the wholesomeness of the family Chantel and just Chantel's family. I can tune in for that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It would be nice to see how they move on and see how he feels when she starts dating another man.
Well, if he didn't love her, he don't care.
Oh, it'll come back.
Girl. Francis says, I can't get past Alejandro's acid wash jeans and loafers. And that hair. I'm telling you, listen, you know the saying, black and proud. Let me tell you something. Alejandro is Dominican and proud. I've never seen a prouder Dominican. Like, he loves his culture. And I love that for him. I love that for him. She had also said, I'm not sure if he loved her, but it's almost like when you make some work friends, your friends because of circumstances, not choice. Not that you don't like them, but when you can quit, you're gone. Perfect explanation. Perfect explanation. Perfect explanation. They do. They do. They do. And I also think the fan base would not allow them to get a show because when they had that little spit off moment, y'all were like, absolutely not. We don't want it. Return to sender. Hey, Sierra. Sierra said Nikki's the only one on YouTube I could talk about a show I don't even watch. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Ooh. So Steph said, I hope the family Chantel gets canceled. Listen, it may have to get canceled and come back as something else because I think if they keep it the way it is, Pedro may still be a part of the show. Like I think that regarding the contract that they signed, um, I think so. I could be wrong. Oh, Rachel said my mom still watches Little People Big World, and every episode is sad. Yeah, it's just so sad. It's such a depressing show. Nobody is happy. Nobody is happy. I can't. That used to be my show. Ugh. Missy said, "What happened with that crazy older brother? I've only watched a few episodes when he was
Oh
on.
my
Who
God.
had a crazy? Oh my God!
The average guy.
No, not Little People Big World. They're talking about the family Chantel. They have an older brother that was he gave mass shooter vibes. I'm sorry, he gave the vibes where it's just like you don't want to set him off. You don't want to set him off. And I was always so afraid for him and his wife because something wasn't right. I'm glad they got him off the show. Him and his wife don't need to come back. Miss Karen, don't go try to find him. Let them be. Let them be. Don't bring them on that show. Absolutely. She was the one who told her stuff, people. You know, Miss Karen kicked that door down with them cowboy boots and said, girl, we going to the bank to get that money out. Oh, she orchestrated this whole thing. You think that Pedro's mama is in his ear? Oh, please. Miss Karen, she let her daughter know what's going on from A to Z. This is what we are doing. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm sitting here doing this live and I see she keeps on going back to the fridge. And I'm like, what is she doing? Miss Gigi, because Miss Gigi said you didn't have to call Mama Star out like that. I just had a popsicle myself. I feel like she's taking advantage of me because I'm not paying attention. Who tonight? Come on. Yes, Royal. Royal was his name. Don't bring him on. He was scary. Shannon said, I need TLC to hire Nikki and her sister to produce Chantel and Winter Take Atlanta. I'm going to put it in her ear. I'm going to put it in her ear. Hey, Francis. Francis said, I wanted them to keep Pedro. I want to know who he was cheating with. Natalia. Probably her. Probably her.
No, not Natalia.
Karima is the girl from the Dominican Republic. Natalia is his co-worker that he keeps on dropping off and picking up.
No, her name is something else. She kept calling her.
I think that's what her name is, Natalia.
It was A something. Cause she.
Mom, I think I'm right.
Okay.
I think I'm right. And Natalia.
That's not her name. Her name is
Antonella. I was close. Antonella. I was close. Thank you, Francis. Natalia Antonella, same thing. Same thing.
Antonella, he got to pick her up and pick her up from he left his car at Antonella and all the
She definitely on there. I'm like, how you gonna be the other woman in like film? I'll be like, we can't be cheating and I'm on camera too with your wife. That's too much. That's too much. Not Antonella. I'm joking, Antonella. I hope it's not you. So Steph says 90 Day happily after fitting to be lit with Kim, Usman, and Jenny and Summit. Kim and Usman are back. Oh Lord. I hope not. Anyway, since we're talking about 90 Day Fiance, let's get into because the only reason why I put up Emily is pregnant again is because that's the only thing I wanted to talk about. I watched 90 Day Fiance and it's just not given. I'm waiting for the new season. We need another cast. This cast is boring. Boring. I do not like watching Kara and Guillermo. I don't like watching them. Nothing is happening with this couple. I do not know how they passed the Zoom audition for this show. Nothing is happening with them. I'm so over it. The only thing that made me gasp that episode was Emily being pregnant again. Yeah, I don't care about Patrick being controlling and Thais. Like, I don't care about them. I just don't. They can all go. Jabri, in this wedding, his parents in this wedding, the parents are doing too much at this point. I'm like, you're not going to go to your only son's wedding. Girl, stop lying. TLC is going to pay for your check and for your housing. For TLC is going to pay for your plane ticket and your housing. If your son gets married in Joshua Tree, you're going. Stop it. Stop it. And I already believe that this couple is already married. I'm over it. Even Muhammad Eve gets on my nerves. She gets on my nerves. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it, but she does something to Muhammad that really irks my soul, where it's like everything about him being Muslim is like this bad thing. But you're like sleeping with this man and want to marry him. You ain't know he was Muslim before you jumped up on him? Like, what is the problem? And it's like, it's borderline something. Is it xenophobia, racism? It's something, it's a mixture of something, because it always boils down to his religion and his culture that you don't like about him. So you're literally telling us the only thing you enjoy is his penis. I don't like watching her. I will say this. She had that man stressed this episode. And let me just talk about Eva Muhammad real quick, and then I'll get into Emily and a baby Sandy. Sound like Erica. Eve had Muhammad stressed this episode. She had him stressed. He was just like, I want to get to America. I want to be an American citizen. Let's hurry up and get married, because he's another Pedro. We got to be real. Muhammad wants to get his family to the United States of America, and he let Eve know. He dropped the act. He said, I don't want that wedding. I don't want all of that. Let's go to the courthouse and let's get married so that I could, so I could start working, get a job here, and eventually start bringing his family over. He let her know what the con was, and Eve is still like, well, I just want to wait because I want to have a big wedding. And I'm like, girl, did you not hear him? He laid out his plan to you. He told you what this situation was, and even gave you an ultimatum: marry me now or send me back. Like, how you say that to her? Eve gets on my nerves, but when Muhammad was just like, marry me or get me a ticket home, who are you talking to? But that's the situation she set up for herself. But I will say, she had that man so stressed. This was the first time I heard him speak fast. His voice was still low. He was still giving is it Kermit? He was still giving a Kermit. Why don't you do this to me? But it was still a little slow, but it got a little quick. Got a little more high pitch than usual. I was like, oh, you pushing some buttons on Muhammad. When you holding up him being able to work, when you're holding up him getting his coins and his independence, because we see now what happens. When these men get their independence, they don't want to deal with you no more. He got his independence, he got his little place, and he's gonna get his family over here and kick you to the curb. Like, you didn't have to wait 7 years, Eve. He was already telling you what it was, and you just sat there and cried. Girl, she had that man so stressed, his natural curls was coming through. Did you see them little 3C curls sticking out under the little straight pieces? He was hot. That was the only interesting thing aside from this. So, Emily and Kobe. I had these fools pictures. These fools are pregnant again. I can't. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that everything that we watched from this couple was a reenactment. I think the first time we saw Emily on camera, she was pregnant, because it just did not make sense to me. Even if this is how you dress, right? I do not see any woman wearing a sundress every day. Rain, sleet, or snow. Emily was in a sundress. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sundress. Hanging around the house, sundress. Hanging in the barn, sundress. Why are you always in a sundress and comfortable shoes? Especially when you go see your man or take your man to, when you see your man for the first time, you in a sundress and a big jean jacket and some big boots. You and your man going to the hotel to have a little sexy time. You in a sundress with some big boots and a big jacket. I think that all of their scenes were reenactments. I think the footage that we got from them on this season was probably about 2 or 3 weeks. And they were all reenactments. I think that Kobe was already there. I don't believe none of that stuff. I don't believe none of that stuff. I think we watched a two weeks of filming and it was all reenactment. I think that girl was pregnant. I think she was pregnant when we met her because it just does not make any sense concerning the way she dressed. Like when we see Emily, guys, rarely do we see her full body. It's always from here up or she's sitting. When we see her full body, she's sitting in a big shirt. And she's never talked about, and not saying that every woman does this, but a lot of women, especially after you have a child, right? And if you're going to see your man who you didn't see your entire pregnancy, if you're about to see him and you know that you look different, that's going to be an ongoing thing. Emily mentioned it once and it was done. Done. And especially her being somebody that was always so body conscious. That's how she introduced herself. And when she talked about her how her and Kobe met, she was already talking about being, body self-conscious and how she felt being within her family in her area. So she already let us know that was something very concerning for her. And then we see her scenes and she never mentions it. Never mentions it. And she's always in these sundresses. She was pregnant. She was pregnant the whole time. Because even when they went to go get the pregnancy test, I'm like, they're driving there. She's just like, oh, well, I'm late. So we have to go because my dad, he's going to be upset if I'm pregnant again. And I'm like, you too chill. You too chill because your father, who was already stressed, who said that he didn't want to take care of you and this man and your baby any longer, because let's be real, nobody ever mentions the grandchild or the grandchild's name. The only person who mentions Colvin is Kobe. The dad just talks about the child like it's another dependent, and that's it, right? The granddad just talks about the child like it's another dependent, and that's it. So anyway, she's far too calm going to get this pregnancy test, knowing that everything is dependent upon this test being negative. Is it negative? Right? Not pregnant. Positive is y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm probably getting pregnancy tests and COVID tests mixed up, but y'all know what I mean. So they go in there and they're at the pharmacy, and for some reason they take the pregnancy test at the pharmacy. I understand not taking the pregnancy test at your home, especially where your father is, who does not want you to get pregnant, but you gonna take the pregnancy test at the pharmacy? Okay, take it at the pharmacy, 2 pregnancy tests. And she's just like, here it is, 2 pregnancy tests. We're pregnant. I expected more fear. I expected more shock. I expected more concern. And how were you already late and he just got there? Something's not adding up. Something is not adding up to me. I always thought it was weird that we just rarely saw her full body. And I was like, is that the director's choice or Emily's comfortability? And every time we see her in her home, she's in some big coat. I'm like, what's the weather? What's the temperature like in your home? What's the weather like outside? Because you're always dressed like it's the dead of winter and everybody else is dressed like they about to go down to the Jersey Shore. What's going on? She was pregnant this whole time. I could be wrong, but I think she was pregnant this whole time. I think that this was all a reenactment. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, really, Shanna? Shanna said, also, Nikki, there's a 90 Day Fiance UK on Discovery Plus. I know you think European men are fine. They Brits ain't. Tune in to see how bad we are. I'll check it out. You know what I wish was on a streaming service that Americans could get to? Love Island. I love that show, but I'd be struggling to get it. And I wish Love Island and The Real Housewives of Lagos. What the hell is Showmax? Like, come on. Put it on Cinemax too. I hate it. I hate that I can't access those shows. I hate it. Cynthia, we're going to be watching the same season at Christmas. We're all going to be watching the tell-all January 3rd. Like, oh my goodness. What's her name? Emily and Kobe are on their fourth child at this point. Like, this is the show that never ends. I can't take it. I can't take it. Me too. I don't know why Love After Lockup is taking so long. We get Love After Lockup in like 2 weeks. Why? What happened? Y'all had Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. Then y'all brought out a new show, Love During Lockup. What the heck were y'all doing while getting all of this content? Why do we have to wait like almost 2 months for another show? That's such a big gap with no like explanation. No explanation. Hey, Glow Popper. Glow Popper said, I cannot stand Emily. Girl, get in line. I itch. Oh, come on. To liberate my African brother like Harriet Tubman. Her parents need to live with her forever as a penance for what they have raised. Oh, listen. You don't like Miss Emily. Thank you. That's what it is. Thank you. I'm like, how do you not feel wrong saying the things that you say about him, but yet you want to marry him? And then she does this thing. You know what, Eve? My Native American sister. You acting real suspicious. You acting real suspicious. Because let's talk about it. We're both remnants of genocide, right? Why you act like that? Knowing your history. How do you have the balls, the cojones to treat that man like that? I don't like it. And I think the reason why it disgusts me so much is because I expected more from you because of your history. My fault. My fault. My fault. So Steph said, these couples be stressful. What happened to the last? Yeah, that's why we like 90 Day Fiance. I feel like they missed the formula this season. 90 Day Fiance is supposed to be like fun. Like we're supposed to be watching it like, oh my God, what just happened? Like laughing at it and having a good time watching it. Y'all just gotta stress. Don't nobody like each other. Everybody is fighting, being xenophobic, being racist, being misogynistic because Thais and Patrick, that relationship is not cool at all. I don't enjoy watching them either. I don't enjoy watching them. Thais and those excessive eyebrows and Patrick treating her like garbage with the 2 little coins that he has. I don't, because do they like each other? That's another thing. I don't think that any of the couples on this show like each other. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? There's no love on this show. There's nobody likes each other. Nobody loves each other. Y'all are just stuck in these situations that you guys can get out of, except for Kobe and Emily. They stuck. They are stuck. He needs to go at this point. He needs to go at this point. I don't know if she was hiding the straighteners from him or the gel, and that just pissed him off and set him off to get up and cuss her out like that. I don't know what it is, but he was fed up with her. He was like, I want my papers. Where are my papers? I was like, yikes. Yikes. Yeah, Amanda. I'm telling you, if I wasn't reviewing it, if I didn't start reviewing it with you guys, I would have been checked out. And y'all know this is a lot for me to still hold on to a show I can't stand. Oh, Lord. All the time. Which is why I know a lot of their scenes are reenactments as well. Because Muhammad can never keep it together. He's always smirking. He can never keep it together. I honestly think it's just she enjoys sex and adoration from a younger man. It makes her feel good about herself. It's the same thing that men do. It's the same thing that men do. Why do older men reach for somebody 20 or so years younger than them? It's an ego stroke. And I think she's getting her ego stroked. Probably not within the home, but when she goes out and tells her girlfriends about this young boy that throws her around her home and washes her dishes and takes care of her son and then gives her rounds when she comes home from work and makes her feel young again and says that she looks 24. That's what it is. It's an ego stroke. It is facts. Sherry B says somebody on Twitter said that Muhammad speaks in lowercase in italics. Speech and I cry. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we're on the same page. We've all lost interest in this show. We really, really have. It's because of the casting this season is poor. None of the couples are interesting and none of them like each other. Like, y'all didn't think that Kobe and Emily would be triggering? Y'all didn't think that this white family telling this black guy that he got to work on a farm and earn their respect and treat their daughter, who's terrible to everybody, like a princess because that's how they treat her, even though she abuses them? Y'all thought that we were going to enjoy that couple? Crazy. What is going on in the casting? I think so too. I think that's what set me off. I'm telling you, that's what set me off. And the only reason why it set me off is because she had put her hands down. She was looking for him, and she had her hands up. Then she put her hands down, and it hit her side. And when it hit her side, the sundress, I guess it like blew back on her body, and you saw a curve in her stomach. And I was like, you know what? That still could just be, from the baby. You know what I mean? Your body shifts, your body changes, but it did spark something. I was like, And now seeing how fast their story has moved, and then it's only been like 2 weeks. No. I will say this. Yes, you can get pregnant immediately, right? He ain't been there for he's not been in not even close to 90 days. How are you late so quickly? What was he running stop signs when y'all went to the hotel? Because something is not adding up. Something is not adding up. Listen, there is nothing wrong with that, right? Emily wears an excessive amount of sundresses. It's the particular dress. Now you can wear sundress, a midi dress, what's the ones that I love? It's not a boho dress. It's that long dress that be scraping the floor. You can wear a nice little flowy dress. You can wear a tight dress, a satin dress, a jersey dress. There's never any kind of variety. It's like she went to Walmart and cleared out that pregnancy sundress aisle and was just like, this is what I'm going to wear this whole pregnancy. That's what it seems like, because it's literally the same style of dress, and it doesn't make sense. If we're seeing her throughout her journey, we're seeing her at home, we're seeing her coming back from work, we're seeing her out shopping, we're seeing her with her man, going on these little dates. It's the same combination: a sundress and a jean jacket. Even when you're in your home, you're making coffee in a sundress and a jean jacket. It's the afternoon. You ain't going nowhere. You're wearing a sweatshirt. Your mom is wearing the t-shirt, and your daddy is wearing hoochie daddy shorts. What's going on? She been pregnant this whole time. Your girl got a super chat. Hey, Sherry. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sherry said, great commentary as always. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cynthia said, yeah, I could see how it is a reenactment. Emily's dad even warned them about not getting pregnant in the show. Felt too specific. Absolutely. Absolutely, because it's not like they introduced or showed us that Coben was a problem. We didn't even see the baby no more. When was the last time we've seen Coben? Is he still there? We don't even see the baby. So it's not like, everybody was talking about, we're just having such a really difficult time. They can't take on another child right now. We have not seen that for that to even be a discussion. Your girl got another super chat from Bonnie. Bonnie sent a super chat and said, "For love you, Nikki." Thank you so much, Bonnie. Love you too. Thank you. Midwife Crystal said, and she stressed that they had to sleep together as soon as he got there. Come on, we're putting it together. We are putting it together. We are putting it together because remember, I was like, why can't he go see his son? Why do they have to have sex right now? He can't go see the baby for 2 seconds. He can't go see the baby, and then the next day have the baby watch them, have the mom watch the baby because the mom been watching the baby this whole time. It just wasn't making sense. But if you're going to go with that storyline that she's not pregnant now, then that'll work. That will absolutely work. That will absolutely work. Hey, Cameron. Cameron said, I don't like it when reality shows go from fun to dark. Same. I'm right there with you. As told by Nicole said, they've been new. Okay. Nicole, that baby looks like him. That baby looks just like him. He has his daddy's eyes. Sly Cat said, We TV was crazy enough to think that somebody wants to watch Mama June instead of Love at the Lockup. Listen, Love at the Lockup is We TV's 90 Day Fiance. They just need to have that show. They just need to have different variations of that show running all year. You will always get the numbers. People will always tune in. There are enough incarcerated people who are about to get freed in the United States of America for you to have this show go on until the end of time. There are more than enough, especially in Las Vegas where y'all like to film, more than enough. That is their 90 Day Fiance. I don't know why they don't know that at this point. I don't know why they don't know it at this point. Like, why are we waiting for Mama June? Why? Absolutely not. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Hey, it's Simone. What's up, Seth? Everything is a reenactment this season from Jabri. Come on. And Miona to Emily and Kobe. I'm so bored. I'd rather watch Kimberly and Usman. Same. Hey, Yvette, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Hip Hop Star 2016 said, am I the only one that thinks that Muhammad looks like Tim from Pillow? Yes! He looks just like him. Let me tell you something, Hip Hop Star 2016. I was watching Muhammad, and I'm like, he looks like somebody. There is somebody that he looks like. I can never put it together, and here you are. You just did it for me. He absolutely looks like Tim. They have the same hairline and everything. Same hairline, same freaking body. They're probably the same height. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. So Steph said, when Summit's mama came in their house to inspect Jenny as a potential wife, Lord, that was the kind of laughs I need. Absolutely. And listen, it wasn't funny, but it was funny. When Summit's ex-wife's family and Summit's family came in and kidnapped him. It's not funny, but it was funny. I was like, what happened, Jenny? Jenny was on the end of the bed in shambles. They just came in and took him. I was like, what is going on? I don't know if I ever see some meat. That's what I want from this show. This season is so dry and boring, and there's no love. I mean, are we going to kidnap anybody? That's what I need. I don't need this. They can keep this. It's not interesting at all. It's not I need Jenny and Samit back now. Oh, Midwife Crystal said, also, we know that the baby is already here versus the other pregnant people who, yes, right. How did baby already get here? We not even halfway through. We didn't even get a mid-season trailer. The baby is already here and in school. By the time we see that kid, they're going to be talking. Wait a minute. Something's not adding up. She been pregnant. Yes, maxi dress. Maxi dress. Thank you. That's what I was talking about. I love me a maxi dress. Love me a maxi dress. Oh, so Steph said, Nikki, check your DM. Let me check my DM. Oh, you know what? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't talk about them people. But thank you, sis. But I don't want them nowhere on this channel. The only time I'm talking about the Kardashians if I'm talking about social construct and the racism that they have played upon our community for money. That's the only way I'm going to talk about them. Because it's starting to happen. The blinders are coming off. People, Black women are finally waking up. Finally waking up. Too long, in my opinion. Too long. Hey, Mock Reviews. Mock Reviews said, hey, y'all, I think Emily and Kobe must be scamming. Emily's parents don't have no problem taking care of all of them financially. She probably has a trust fund. Stop the cap. It's something. It's something. It's something. Miss Gigi88 said, well, Emily does live in the middle of nowhere, so not exactly the fashion capital of America. You know what? Probably. She probably only has a Catherine's, not even a Torrid. So you're probably right, but I get what you're saying. Thank you, Miss Gigi88. I need Love After Lockup now. I do agree, but they've been a lot better than what 90 Day Fiance have been putting out. But I do agree. No, the only reason why I don't J&J is because I just have so many shows. I have so many shows, which is why now I'm like, I hope you guys are enjoying just some of the subject matter videos and reviews instead of a whole breakdown of the show. It's just because I'm just doing so many shows, and I don't want to get to the point where I get overwhelmed and I'm going to have to cut something out. So the only way I can keep on doing this is if we just talk about certain things that just happened instead of breaking down an entire 2-hour episode. Yeah, I just can't add another show that we haven't been on the journey together with. There are new shows that I do want to talk about with you guys. Like I do want to give into Love and Marriage DC, right? Love and Marriage DC, because the last episode was fun, but I think I'll just do a one-off video about that because it's not something we've been following. And then Married at First Sight, I'm doing a live for that tomorrow because that's another new show. So that's the only reason why I haven't got into it, because I'm already watching. I already have my shows that I watch for fun and enjoyment. And then I have my shows that I, watch for fun and enjoyment, but I review them as well. So I just can't add nothing else to my plate. And then I'm waiting for Love Island USA. So that's another one that I'm waiting to get into. And hopefully I can watch Love Island Nigeria. I have to get that one. I have to get that one. Lord. Oh, I don't know. Listen, is she pregnant by elderly Jack Harlow? Because then that's interesting. Let's talk about that. Yeah, it's the girl. It's this girl on 90 Day Fiance, and her ex-boyfriend looks like an elderly version of Jack Harlow. He does look like Alejandro, but he looks like Tim so much more. So much more. That is my girl. I miss her on my screen. Midwife Crystal said, no lie. When I saw that Jenny and Summit were back, I said, yes, there's no way. There's no way they can do 90 Day Fiance the other way without that couple. They are the stars of that show. Another season of Jenny impersonations from Nikki. Oh, Lord. Telling you that couple is so good for TV. Shan said, oh, I adventure Jenny impression. The trailer for Happily Ever After, and Jenny wanted to jump Summit, also known as Summit herself. Oh, wait, they're on Happily Ever After? They're not on before the... Wait a minute. I thought you guys were talking about 90 Day Fiance the other way. I hope I really don't want no shade. We absolutely need this cultural representation on the show. I want another Samoan family. That Samoan family, I don't feel like them. I don't feel like that Samoan family. We can get another. We can move on from them. 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After cast. When was this announced? When was this? What's the date of this article? This is new. Oh my gosh. Angela is back. Boo. Boo. Did y'all see her go off on that stewardess on? She is insane on and off camera. On and off camera. Oh, Elizabeth and Andre. Yovi and Yara. Who the hell is Ed and Liz? Who is Ed and Liz? Jenny. Jenny and Summit are married, and the groom's family is not happy about it. As Jenny grows more and more homesick, Summit's family members refuse to acknowledge their nuptials. Meanwhile, the couple is slowly realizing that their age difference may make their futures incompatible. Will they be able to find common ground, or are they going to separate? So they're going to film Happily Ever After in India with Jenny and Summit? That's new. That's new. Kim and Usman. Ugh. A lot better cast than what we have here, so I'll take it. I will take it. I don't feel like Angela. I may not cover her. I may not cover Angela and Michael. I can't do it. I can't do it. I I absolutely will watch it. They have so much material. I will watch it. If anybody deserves a spinoff in a 90 Day Fiance, universe, it's them. It's absolutely them. I think they will. I think those two, Deontay and Lindsay, that's just so much off the wall crazy. I think it's going to be iconic. Shannon said, "Oh, how I missed your Jenny impression in the new 90 Day Happily Ever After trailer. Jenny looks like, I got this one." Mock Review said, "I'm looking forward to the season, but not some of the couples. Disappointed to see certain couples like Brittany and Marcelino. Why are they there?" And Brittany and Ray. No, yeah, we didn't need Brittany and Ray. We did not need Brittany and Ray. But I think Brittany and Marcelino have become the Jenny and Summit of Love It, Life After Lockup. I think that they base that show around them. I think they make them the stars of that show because Brittany, Brittany's whole bloodline is chaotic, right? So they just don't want to lose that relationship with that family because she just has so much content. I'll also say, guys, I told you, they're like celebrities in Vegas. So they had security the last time I saw them. I was like, okay, I didn't know it was like that. So they doing something big over there. All right, let me get a couple more and then get out of here. Yeah, Dubai is funny and fun. I'm telling you, when I watch Dubai, I get such nostalgia for like the old school days of the Housewives. Why aren't people watching Dubai? I like it. But every episode, the ratings just get lower and lower. I'm concerned. Oh, UK 90 Days starts next week. Okay. But the couples look good and haggard. Okay. I think they're going to be the real deal. going to be the real deal. I want to address this. Sly Cat said, the question is, can Kara stay away from liquor long enough to get through the pregnancy? I don't believe this alcoholic storyline that they're trying to make for her. I don't believe any storyline. She goes from this alcoholic party girl to this sergeant about making balloon animals to being like so strict, and then she she's demeaning to Guillermo and won't let him speak. On this episode, when they were out to dinner and she didn't feel like talking anymore, let's go, come on, let's go, get out, let's leave, Guillermo. Like, I'm like, oh, here we are, another character. She just has she has too many character developments, and normally in the writing world, you can't have too many, but she has far too many, which is why I don't believe anything about that couple. I'm like, every episode, you a different person. Every episode, it's a different storyline for y'all, and none of them are strong. I'm good. We don't ever have to see them again. We don't ever have to see them again. That's why it's going to be a hit season. All the problematic folks are back. All the problematic folks are back. Yeah, I don't feel like her, but she's gonna get him some views. What's up, Neo Rose? How are you? How are you? I'm not excited for them. I'm not excited. We'll see. Bonnie, if he did, I don't believe it. If he did, I don't believe it. Because let's be real, Marcelino's into Brittany more than Brittany is into Marcelino. Let's be real. Really? You don't like the new season, Globe Hopper? I haven't watched the new season yet. I started watching it and fell asleep. Not because it was bad, but because it was 3 a.m. and I couldn't stay up. I couldn't stay up. I think she is. She gives me beaches. You've got to live a little. She is definitely a musical theater kid. I see it. I see Kara in dance shoes, tap dancing in her kitchen while making eggs every morning. Like, that is who she is. She is definitely musical theater. She was definitely one of the background dolls in Guys and Dolls during her high school days, like her high school production of Guys and Dolls. She was definitely one of the lead background dancers, right? She was definitely jazz hands, Kara. I see it. Well, listen, now I'm excited for Destiny. I'm excited for Destiny. Destiny is chaos. Good chaos for reality TV. Like, she is good for reality TV. I'm excited for her. When I saw her in the trailer, I said, oh, okay, it's going to be a season. I'm ready. I'm ready for Destiny. She had a baby? Child, it can't be his child. It can't be his child. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I'm late for making dinner. I'm trying to, eat a little earlier. But I had a good time. Thank you all for joining me. I'm trying to, like I said before, I'm going to be doing lives different times throughout the day because I know that, for some people, especially my international subscribers, what's up? It's better for you guys if I do later, some earlier. So I'm just going to give you all a variety as we move into the holiday season. Speaking of the holiday season, I'm currently finishing up some edits because my new channel goes live on Friday. I'm so nervous. So nervous about it. I hope you all enjoy it. But it goes live on Friday and I've been editing all my holiday stuff. I'm so excited for the holidays because just Mom, excuse me. Just because before when I would decorate for the holidays, I was decorating, my LA apartment, and my LA apartment is not even, it's the size of my kitchen and my office combined, right? But this place, huge, right? It's a huge place. I have just so much more space to do stuff that I've always wanted. And I'm also in a place that is very, that celebrates the holidays. LA don't celebrate nothing. LA does not celebrate anything. They just don't decorate like how they decorate out here. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to just be able to do some stuff. I've been working on my harvest. I've been working on my harvest decor for my front door. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so happy. Y'all know I already got I showed you guys my pumpkin pot. I made a delicious, let me get out of here, but I made a delicious roast chicken and sweet potatoes in my pumpkin pot. Worth the investment. If you have a Home Goods near you, go to Home Goods now and get the cast iron pumpkin pot. It is worth the investment. $40, and it's right up there with Staub. So do yourself a favor. But midwife Crystal, the other lady had the baby, but Destiny probably could have had a baby. So we will see. We will see. Thank you so much, J&J. Please remember, guys, when you leave, to make sure you make sure you've liked the video. It helps your girls in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you, Sly Cat. Sly Cat said, this was exactly what I have missed, Nikki. I just love your lives. Thank you. Love you too. Love you guys. Thank you all for supporting me. It's been Tracy, I'm not going to say. I feel like I tell you, I think a few of you have already found me because my followers went up and I was like, I haven't released it yet. I'm not going to say because I'm still doing some things. But Friday is happening. It's happening. But I think some of you have already found me. Anyway, love you too, Bonnie. Thank you. Shout out to the NikkiStar replay gang. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you can, if you have it, and share the channel to your social media. Thank you all so much. I had a great time. I'll see you all tomorrow for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If Dubai is giving, I'll review Dubai as well. But it'll be the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Married at First Sight tomorrow. So let me put up the StreamYards for that. Give me, replay gang, give me some time. I want to let this video render and then I'll put the timestamps in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you, fam. Bye. Mwah. Tracy, check your DM. I want to share the page with you. You know, my moderators need to know what's going on. Thank you, guys. Bye.